Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Dustin here from TCG Bros, and today we are going to be doing a deck profile on the Blue Eyes White Dragon deck. This is currently March of 2014, so everything's going to be going by the current ban list at this time. Afterwards, I'm going to be doing a strategy video on how to use this deck properly. To me, personally, this is my favorite deck. Its win-loss ratio is pretty good amongst my friends and just online when I've used it. So yeah, so I'll have an annotation somewhere whenever I have the video ready for the strategy video on how to use this. But for right now, we're just going to do the deck profile. Alright, so let's jump right into it. Alright, so obviously we have 3 Blue Eyes White Dragons. It's kind of pointless without them. All 3 Ghost Rare. See if we can focus in on that a little bit. Yeah, I like to roll in style. So 3 Ghost Rare Blue Eyes White Dragons. And then we have 3 Maiden with the Eyes of Blue. She's a must-have for this deck. Comes right out of the structure deck. Pretty easy to get a hold of. And also for this deck, we're going to be running a total of 9 tuners. So she is a tuner, and then 3 White Stone of Legends, also out of the structure deck. Pretty mandatory as far as Blue Eyes go. Then 3 Rider of the Storm Winds. You're not really going to be using her for her effect, just mainly because she's a tuner and is also a dragon type. See if we can focus in on that here. Come on, camera, work with me here. Yeah, dragon. Very handy. Focus back out here. Alright, so basically those are your core cards. Move those over here. Then we will be running 3 Bright Star Dragons. From Galactic Overlord is the set these are out of. He's going to be using, his effect is going to be for Maiden. I'm going to go over that some more in the strategy video. As you can see here, focusing better on his effect. When this card is normal summoned, you can target 1 face-up monster on the field, except this card, increase that target's level by 2 until the end phase. We'll talk more about why that's important later in the strategy video. Get those out of the way. And next, 3 Shining Angels. These guys, really, again, get more into the strategy video. Level 4 just for Xyz, and he's meant for summoning Maiden. And I say that because when this card is destroyed by a battle, come on, focus here. There we go. When this card is destroyed by battle and sent to the graveyard, you can special summon 1 light monster with 1500 or less attack from your deck in face-up attack position. Also got a playset of secret rares from Yugi's World. Pretty cool. So yeah, another card to get out, Maiden, in case if you ever get those dead draws whenever you don't draw her, say in your first hand. Next, 2 Darkstorm Dragons. I know some people like to run 3, but 3 gets to be a little bit cloggy for me, so I prefer just to run 2, either just as trade-in targets or just so I can use his effect. His effect's pretty good also. He's a Gemini, which is pretty interesting. Once per turn, you can send 1 face-up spell or trap card you control to the graveyard, destroy all spell and trap cards on the field. It's basically a heavy storm, which is nice. I don't find myself using his effect too often, but you know, another trade-in target and something Azure Eyes can get back from the graveyard. We'll get more into that later. One honest, duh. Everything you're running here is light except for Darkstorm, and that's it. I'm pretty sure everything else is light, so honest is pretty mandatory. Alright, so that's it for the monsters. Now we'll get into the spell lineup. 3 Silver's Cry. It's Monster Reborn for Blue Eyes and Darkstorm Dragon. It's a quick play, which is also very good. Pretty mandatory. Then we got 3 trade-ins. Only got 1 ultra rare. Kind of sucks. Like you get a playset. 3 trade-ins. Very good. Now this one I've experimented with and I find myself liking it. Is 3 full force strikes. Some of you may be asking why. Full force strike to me, it's another target card for Maiden to set her off, but it's also that just in case if you need it, if you're playing against bigger decks that use bigger monsters. Generally it's, you know, to get down bigger beat sticks, and it's pretty cool to do that with Maiden. That's just me personally. Next is only 2 cards of consonants. I know some people like to run 3 of these also. 3 just tends to be a little cloggy for me. Generally if I get the 3rd one it ends up being dead. So 2 is comfortable for me. Now 2 Pot of Dualities. Again, having more than 1 is nice. I could understand if you wanted to do just 1, but I find myself running just 2 is good enough for me. Now for our staples, 2 MSTs, 1 Dark Hole. Pretty basic. You could run 3 if you wanted to for MST, but 2 is good enough for me. And you know, Dark Hole, pretty mandatory. Alright, moving on to our traps. We got 3 Fiendish Chains. Comes right out of the structure deck also, which is awesome. Don't have any super rares, which, you know, is fine. Too expensive to run this deck anyway. Pretty mandatory. It's good to use on Maiden because it doesn't negate Maiden off at first. Maiden goes off, like you set it, use it on Maiden, she goes off, you get blue eyes, and then she is useless after that. And again, I'll go more into depth in the tutorial or the strategy video. Next, 2 Call of the Haunteds. Again, 3 tends to be a bit cloggy for me. 2 has been pretty much where I've liked to use it at. Not too much and not too little. Now for some more restricted cards, 1 Bottomless, you know, just in case, and then Mirror Force at 2. So yeah, that's it for the main deck. Now we will go into the extra deck. Set this off to the side. Alright, for our extra deck, we have 3 Azure Eyes Silver Dragons. Mandatory. Don't run less than 3. You need 3. I found myself in plenty of situations when I ran 2 that 2 just wasn't enough. So always run 3. And it's I think there's only 9 cards in my extra deck. Yeah, I'm not running 15. 1 Star Eater. Bright Star is what helps you get into Star Eater. Making Maiden level 3, setting her off, summoning Blue Eyes. Maiden's level 3, Blue Eyes is level 8, 3 plus 8 is 11. Get Star Eater. 1 Catastor, for all those level 4s and all your tuners being level 1. Nice to have. Now for our Xyz, 1 Thunder End Dragon. Thunder End Dragon is mandatory for all Blue Eyes extra decks, no question about it. Ultra rare. Alright, 1 Heliopolis. I have 2, but 1 just tends to be good enough. 1 number 15 Gimmick Puppet. That's just kind of fun to play around with. He's not really a necessity card for your extra deck, but I just like to have him in there for fun. And then for your level 4s, 1 104 Masquerade. Very, 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 very good card for your extra deck as far as level 4s go. Not as easy to get out as your rank 8 Xyz, but he's definitely very good. So yeah, that is the extra deck. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, yeah, 9 cards in the extra deck. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this deck profile, and stay tuned, because by the time this is posted, I'll have an annotation somewhere on the screen for the tutorial video on how to use this deck. So hope you all enjoyed. Hope you all like the lineup that I got here. So yeah, be sure to comment, rate, and subscribe. Also, I'll have in the description annotated links to my Instagram. I sell and trade on my Instagram for YuGiOh. My partner on here, Nathan, he does not so much on Instagram, but I'm very active on there. So if you want to follow me on Instagram, links and mentions will be in the description and annotated. So I hope you all enjoyed, and I'll see y'all next time. Bye.